Oh, I know it can be difficult. I've watched Allied. That doesn't change the fact that I'm still a little annoyed, though. At the very least, our intel seems to be dropping the ball constantly, and we have to deal with a lot more than expected on numerous occasions. I wonder just how many of the enemy know what those explosives are meant to do and that they're trying to defend ground that their Führer has already given up on. Anyone else find it funny that it's only this late in the game when we get the cliche Viva la Resistance line? Seriously, we're playing a French woman who's been fighting to free her nation, and it's only the final mission when I read that line instead of hearing it in any of the spoken dialogue? Of course, part of that has to do with the fact that we've gone through a good deal of the game outside of France for some reason.
Fighting was fierce as Allied troops battled house to house and town to town in the days following the invasion. Despite heavy casualties, the Allies soon had the upper hand. The Nazi war effort was beginning to collapse. This news swept Paris, where the city erupted as everyday citizens joined with the Resistance in rising up against their Nazi occupier. Fear and anguish turned to joy and elation as the last German forces evacuated and the first Allied tanks appeared. What had seemed impossible to even dare think in the darkest days of the Blitzkrieg had unbelievably come true.
Well, I damn well hope Manon received honours after all the shit she had to deal with.
Yeah, you lose your name, your family will never know, you lose all your friends, you have nobody, and if you are arrested, we don't know you.
And then all sorts of people started in the neighborhood asking about me, my family, everybody, security clearance.
It was worth every minute of it, I think, and I hope that people realize how important the women were in the OSS effort. He got to talking, and he found out that I had been studying Japanese, and that I was a newspaper woman, and he said, well, would you like to work for the government? And I said, well, yeah, but on one condition, that I want to go overseas, because that's where I think all the action is. And he said, I think I can guarantee that. And I said, well, then what would I do? And he said, I can't tell you until you sign up with us. And then that's how I got in. I was curious, but I did want to see some action. And that was what happened to me.
There was a sizable number of Czechs and Slovaks working as labor for the Germans. So we hit them with a leaflet called inviting them to cross the lines. And for that, 600 guys that crossed the lines and deprived the German army of labor, I got my Bronze Star.
I mean, London was not a walk in the park. We had the V1s, V2s from 40s, and a few Dorniers, Junkers, and I mean, the London docks were known as Buzzbomb Alley, and it really wasn't fun. But I mean, we were all fatalists, and if your name's on it, so be it. If you survive, well, lucky you. The story was, if you heard a V2, chances are you'd survive. If you didn't, it didn't matter anyway, because you'd be gone. The V1s were nasty. They really were. Very nasty. You all didn't have those, did you? No. But the King and Queen would always go, the flag, the royal standard always flew in Buckingham Palace. They never left London, and they would go down to where the worst bombing had been in person. And oh, what a morale builder. And so would Churchill. Believe you me, the war plans, I think I'm right in saying the German war plans are America was next. The U-boats were all ready, and if that had happened, you'd all be speaking German on one coast and Japanese on the other, probably.